This also happening today. Lieutenant Governor Janice McGeachin is once again asking House Speaker Scott Bedke to call legislators back into session. She did this during a press conference outside the State House this afternoon, along with other Idaho lawmakers. The group says that they are opposed to local health care systems requiring staff members to be vaccinated or face termination. Our Andrew Bartline is following this story for us from the State House.
Lieutenant Governor Janice McGeachin and Representative Ron Nate led the news conference on the State House steps.
The year that we fight back, right?
McGeachin and company opposes the vaccine requirements as terms of employment, specifically singling out the local healthcare system. St. Luke's, St. Alphonsus, and Primary Health are all requiring staff to be vaccinated by September. And legislators like Representative Ron Nate are looking to stop that mandate.
3 hospitals have said as of September 1 they are going to start requiring this of their employees. We need to get it done before August.
That's why McGeachin is asking State House Speaker Scott Bedke to call legislators back to session. In a statement, Scott Bedke says, without widespread support in both the House and Senate, I cannot support the use of valuable taxpayer dollars to fund a legislative exercise that could prove to be futile.
We don't wait until we have quote-unquote widespread support to do anything around here. That's part of the deliberative process. You come back, you debate the issues, you win people over to your side, and then you pass good policy.
In the same statement, Bedke went on to say, I still believe in limiting government intervention in private enterprise decisions whenever possible. But new claims are coming from these legislators who say these healthcare systems are not entirely private businesses.
They receive hundreds of millions of dollars in Medicaid expenditures, both from the state and the federal government. To call them a private entity misses the point.
One thing both Bedke and McGeachin agree on, it would be better to settle this without legislative oversight. But McGeachin doesn't see a compromise on these vaccine requirements without some oversight.
I don't know that they recognize what a big deal, what a serious concern this is to the people of Idaho.
Now, this argument that a hospital isn't a private business because it accepts Medicaid is an argument we haven't heard before. We reached out to Dr. David Pate, the former president and CEO of St. Luke's. He tells us there's multiple reasons why a hospital would accept Medicaid. Could be funding when it was built. It could be to maintain their status as a tax-exempt organization. Those are just some of the reasons why they would commit to accepting Medicaid. Kim?
And yet another story to stay tuned at the State House as we continue to cover both issues. By the way, we should mention KTVB has talked with legal experts about this, and they tell us employers have every right to require vaccines because Idaho is an at-will employment state, meaning just as an employee can quit for any reason, an employer can discharge someone for almost any reason. Of course, some possible exceptions could include a person's religious beliefs or medical conditions.